check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow Unboxing at 18% off of all their natural products, from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. All right, we back. Goodfellow Sports TV. We in the building. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Let's talk. Apparently, Regis Prograis is allegedly heading back, and I'll leave a source in the description. Mike Copperdrinker, aka according to sources, is saying that they finally reached a deal for Regis Prograis to fight Josh Taylor October 26th in London. And I was hearing some things that it was going to be it's a kicker in there where I think the fight could have been worth 6 figures more or something if they fought the United States. I could have misunderstood. That was last night. All right. But it's interesting. Can't wait to break down the film for the fight. I usually break down film depending on how hard I think the fight gonna be break down. I may do 2 or 3 weeks worth. If it's a fight that I pretty know which way I'm gonna go and I watch it, it might be like a weekend. I'll break down fights, or here and there, Wednesday, Friday. So that's how I go. I ain't been doing that many breakdowns because there ain't been that many intriguing fights to do fight breakdowns with. But hey, you want to check out the fight breakdowns, I got a whole playlist for that as well. I'm excited for the fight. Okay, right now I'm heavily leaning towards Josh Taylor. I guess everybody believed that I'm posed to cap for the black fighter, but on my channel, I'm telling you, I'm not pro black boxing at all. Okay, my personal beliefs on my personal channels, I'm pro black boxing. On my channel, when it comes to like technical things, excuse me, and just the finer tunes, I'm just a boxing fan. I don't care if you white, black, red, or orange. I picked Kovalev to beat Ward, and I picked Kell Brook to beat Errol Spence because I didn't think Errol Spence was ready. He proved me wrong, and I don't have a problem with admitting that I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's just I just look at the aspect, and if I'm right, I'm right. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I just think Josh Taylor is a bad motherfucker. Can I see Regis beating him? Absolutely. If I was Regis, I really would have pushed for that fight to be in the States. It was supposed to be in LA. The investors wanted it there. It's kind of fishy they pulling it to the UK, but I don't think Regis had a problem going over there, But really, this has done nothing for, not a lot for his recognition. But you know what? He can leave a unified champion and maybe fight Jose Ramirez and be undisputed. It just wouldn't seem like he had the star status of Crawford in the way Crawford did it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because Crawford was he free-willed with Top Rank and getting in fights and stuff, and everybody got the chance to see him fight on HBO and then ESPN. And Regis, he really didn't get that opportunity. He fought on ESPN once. He fought on Showbox probably a couple times, if that. So I think that's the biggest difference. And even if he does, this on his own, I think a Jose Ramirez fight on ESPN is going to do the most for his career. And if he wins this, and I can see him definitely winning. I'm not saying ain't no fucking way in my future. I definitely see a way him coming out on top. He's exceptional talent, great head speed, great power. But I see some things, and when I do the prediction video, I'll point them out. And you know what? When he 30, you know what I'm saying? But when you still in developmental stages, he continues to get better and better and better and better. But Josh Taylor, I just like his style. I call him the White Crawford. I say that jokingly, but he's a switch hitter. He moves. He don't have the upper body movement of Crawford, but tough cookie to crack, man. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see. He'd be the most powerful puncher that Prograis has fought, and I would say Prograis would be the most powerful puncher that he done fought. That's where the intrigue get in. Now you're gonna see a lot. That's gonna be the fight of the year on paper, and I hope it articulates into the fight of the year. That's just I hope it does, because both fighters is really, really good fighters, man. And I think they deserve all the fanfare. I think they deserve all the fanfare that they get, man. Well, they will get. But I just wish that fight was in LA. And Josh Taylor fought in America about 2 or 3 times. If I remember his box rec, he's already fought here. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it just made a lot of sense. You know, it made a lot of sense if they had the World Box Super Series had a better platform, but they don't. So you looking at October 26th in London. For Regis, you know, people could say internationally he does something for him. Yeah, maybe, you know, maybe people really like him, and you know, I heard Luke Campbell Lomachenko sold out. Maybe people really like him, and they can sell out or build it up. It's just that Josh Taylor don't. In Scotland, it seemed, I think he pretty have a big voice, you know, a good thing. Maybe he could have should have fought Ricky Burns, you know, and I know he didn't have no interest in that because Ricky Burns probably been beat a lot of times. But quite frankly, I believe the Ricky Burns fight would have did a lot, like popularity-wise over there for him. But sometimes you just want to pave your own legacy, man, and you got to respect those fighters that took the hard route, like Regis Prograis did. And you know, it'd be nice, man. It'd be nice to see that fight, man. And just, you know, since a lot of people don't talk a lot of X's and O's, man, and just looking at that fight, you got a southpaw versus switch hitter. Regis southpaw, really good hand speed, you know. For somebody that's 30 years old and that took the slow route, it's not his fault. It's just that he didn't, you know, I heard Tony Harrison said in one of the interviews he did, with the dude Bruce from Detroit, he said, you know, one of the reasons his grandfather, I believe, were boxers, was one of the reasons that he didn't fuck with boxing. They didn't want him to mess with boxing, was because that boxing is about who you know. It's politics. You got to be in line with the right people to get the fights. You could be a very, very talented fighter and not get those fights. But, and kind of with Regis, that's kind of where he is. Lou DiBella is a regional promoter. He's like a New York City promoter, really. But his hand, you know, Regis got great hand speed and he got good power. But one of the things I do notice with him is that he fight at a pace. He fight at a steady pace. He fight in bursts. He don't really fight all 3 minutes. He don't fight all 12 rounds. And hey, when you got that type of power and speed, that's gonna keep people hesitant. But really now he getting to now he moving up in competition. It's gonna show us what type of puncher he is. Because Matisse was a powerhouse puncher. He was another powerhouse puncher, and he stepped up to a certain level of opposition with Danny Garcia, and we had to see what else he had, tools in the bank. And really, he had that left hook and he had that right hand and he had that pop-up left hook, and pretty much he got exposed. You know, when he couldn't crack people with his left hook, or, you know, he couldn't get them out of there, and Danny had a good jaw, and Danny was able to, and made adjustments. He never can make the adjustment. Now we get to see if Regis Prograis is able to make the adjustment versus you know, Josh Taylor. And then, you know, the things that Regis does well is that his punch placement is really good. He work up and down, and then he just hits you like he's really accurate puncher. You know, with Josh Taylor, if you haven't seen him, not your typical UK fighter in the aspect of he got good foot movement, rangy, good hand speed, but he put the earmuffs on. You know, we have some American fighters that put the earmuffs on as well. Errol Spence put them on. Guys in the UK put them on as well too, and they let you work. But his footwork is good enough to get in and get out. He can outbox you. He can fight you on the inside. He can fight you in the pocket. And what he gonna have to do to beat Regis Prograis is be able to take that power. You know what I'm saying? And also what he gonna have to do is be able to set a high pace. And he fight at a high pace, but it's a different ball game once you get to this level, because you fighting somebody that got speed and can punch. You know? And then see what is beneficial to him is being an orthodox or a southpaw position. That's what's gonna be crazy. I love to see how you approach that. Is he gonna look in the orthodox position and look for the straight right hand, or he gonna try to, you know, just switch back and forth? And that's kind of intriguing things I want to see about Crawford and Spence. How's Crawford going to approach Spence being a southpaw and he the switch hitter? They calling this like the poor man's the JV Spence versus Crawford, Josh Taylor, Regis Prograis. But we'll see in the Prograis, you know, it's going to be an interesting fight. I see what people say 50-50, but what pisses me off is when people ignorant to, like, the fight, and they just picking Regis because he black and he American, but they ain't never really seen Josh Taylor fight. And they argue with you in the comment section or in the threads on social media, Twitter, Facebook, but they had never seen Josh Taylor fight. They looked at a YouTube clip and never seen extended fights. I don't care if you don't break down film, you know, because you can get some knowledge just from watching the fights. But don't come at me like you know what you're talking about if you ain't watched it, you know, really watched the brother fights. But hey, either one of them. But hey, don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Help Blaze, thehelpblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow1Boxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. Lotion soaps, foot soaps, bath bomb, deodorant, much more. Website, promo code, description. Appreciate that love, support. Blessings.